Welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, in Game 6 of LFL Friday Night Football. Tonight it's the 0-1 Baltimore Charm against the league's elite, the Tampa Breeze, in a David against Goliath matchup. Has Baltimore regrouped after their 60-6 loss to Philly, or will Tampa running back Tiffany Powers cut through their defense like she did against Orlando? One thing's for sure, it's going to be a battle, and it starts right now.
Let's go. This is the place and the time to decide in your mind if you got what it takes for the shine. Go! Don't be wasting the time. Go! Get erased from the line. Go! Lights and the cameras are flashing. Fans on their feet and it's time for some action. Thunder and lightning, they fighting and clashing. High speed chase, race and keep smashing. L, this is Friday Night Football.
Along with my partner Sean Salisbury, I'm Tom Dorr. We are in Baltimore, Maryland. LFL Friday Night Football tonight. Charm Nation is out. We got a great crowd. Let's go to our keys to the game. Breeze power game, Sean.
They're going to have to run the football and be physical because they're without a big-arm quarterback. Tampa relies heavily on the run, and specifically the versatile Tiffany Powers becoming one of the best players in this league.
And that Baltimore pressure cooker.
Yeah, with the release of veteran quarterback Crystal Gray, the burden of carrying this offense now lands on the rookie Samantha Allen, who raises a lot of concern in this Charm City because she's not a proven signal caller, Tommy.
And your favorite segment, LFL 2.0.
And one of my favorite players this week, we highlight the LFL's second leading rusher, Ida Bernstein. This is a beast, and I mean that with all kinds of affection, Tommy. She's physical, she's bruising, she'll knock you in the mouth. For Baltimore to have a chance, this young lady needs to touch the football, catching it and running it.
Should be an epic Eastern Conference battle as Tampa tries to go to 2-0, while Baltimore tries to avoid an 0-2 start. Kickoff from the Charm Cities coming up next.
This is Friday Night Football.
Back here in Baltimore, we got a great crowd on hand, and we are ready. Liz Gorman with the kickoff. Ida Bernstein back deep to receive. Nice high kick. Bernstein will take it about 5 yards deep in the end zone. She's going to bring it out. Comes across the 5 and get hit right there and goes down about the 5 or 6 yard line.
Wise idea by Baltimore to put Bernstein back on the kicks. You want your best football player to touch it. And how good is Liz Gorman? She'll knock you out in the secondary and kicking off. That's the best kickoff I've seen in this league to allow your team the coverage. Kick it high, team gets down there and covered and made a good play. Got some real sidebars in this game, Tommy.
Well, let's start with Samantha
There you
Allen.
go.
That's a big key because Crystal Gray, as you mentioned in the pregame show, was cut, and now Samantha Allen is the full-time quarterback.
After the first game in their 60-6 loss, the rookie Allen started. Crystal Gray came in, played the rest of the game, a little bit of play calling, questioning. They shipped her, and what does the girl do? Moves to San Diego and gets picked up by San Diego right off the bat.
Trip receivers to the left side. Allen will fade back, got some pressure, steps up, throws, and it is incomplete. He intended for Casey White. Looked like there may have been a little holding on that. Would you see the jersey of the offensive?
But it's never holding unless you get called, Tommy.
That's it.
Here's this Samantha Allen, this rookie, and she overcame a lot. She said, she's got a 2-year-old. She moved from San Diego, has to commute 200 miles to see her husband and their situation. So she's overcome a lot to have an opportunity to do this. And also take care of 2-year-old baby. Plus, Tommy, she wanted to play football growing up, and guess what happened? Her mother said, you got to get straight A's. She said, I'm a good student, but not that good a student. So she never got to play growing up, but now she's guiding the team. We'll see what kind of student she is. You saw the first incompletion. The questions are going to be accuracy and arm strength for this rookie, but they've turned the franchise over to her, and they have a lot of belief in her, does head coach Rick Reeder.
Allen will fade back again, looking to pass, throws, and it's incomplete and almost intercepted. He was looking a little screen there for Aaron Long. It was a little too tall, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Can't miss those. Now, they've come out and thrown on the first 2 plays, which is different than their method the first time around. Colby Cloud, the offensive coordinator, apparently they're trying to get it going. In this league now, you have to throw a minimum of 2 passes on every series. Now, you could throw 4 passes on every series if you want, but a new set of downs now, you got to throw it at minimum of 2 times. You just can't run the ball. Well, they've thrown it twice. Now they can run it or throw it, but you can't miss those throws and put yourself in long yardage situations with field position. 3rd and down, 4th down are so big in this game.
Little pitch. That's Casey White. Brings it around the right side. She gets out near the 10. Liz Gorman among a host of Tampa defenders there on the stop. And now it's 4th down.
And you'll hear her name called a lot. This 5'5", doesn't play 5'5", loves some Ray Lewis, and she plays like her. And look at her pipe up a little bit there, Tommy. You'll call her name a lot in this game because she's so active. Now back to what I'm stressing, folks, on the offensive play calling. Baltimore got hammered 60-6. Quarterback questions it crystal gray now in San Diego with Samantha Allen. The reason why 3rd and 4th down are so important, especially 4th down, you don't want to run the ball first 3 downs or 2 downs, then have to throw on 3rd and 4th. They flip the switch down to give the handoff for a 1st down.
And that's Casey White again who brings it across the 15, and that is a big 1st down. You can't give that football away start of the drive.
No question. You do not want – field position's been so big. In the Baltimore's a 60-6 loss a couple weeks ago, Tommy, to Philly.
Yeah.
They gave Philly the ball on the short field much of the time. So this is a good start for Baltimore. They came out through it the first 2 times, even though incomplete passes. You got to get into a rhythm if you're Samantha Allen. But now you give yourself the option, because most teams in this league want to run it, Tommy. A lot less problems can happen. Good game calling so far by Baltimore, an improvement from the first game.
So the 1st down, fades back, got some time, steps up, looking long, looking for Tegler, and she's got it! Inside the 10 and about the 7-yard line. Brittany Tegler there with a big catch, and Baltimore, unlike 2 weeks ago, is rolling now.
And Brittany is an athlete, former Division I soccer player at the University of Connecticut. Great job by Samantha Allen on play action. Sell it, get the ball out of your hand quicker. Now people have said, does she have arm strength? Well, we just saw it there with the pass to Tegler and the accuracy, Tommy, down the field. Now, man, this is a different Baltimore team than we saw. Throwing the ball early so you're not forced on 4th down to have to throw. Give yourself options, and now they get to do it again here in the red zone.
Here's a pitch to White. She's inside the 5, down to the 2, near the 1-yard line. Nice run around the right side. Liz Gorman there on the stop, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Already called Liz's name out twice. Maybe as good an all-around football player as there is in this league, offense, defense, or anywhere else. Now, folks, when you're in here, red zone's so important. Field position, because of the shorter field that we play in this league as opposed to the NFL. You got to come away with points, and we don't give 3-pointers in this league. You don't kick. So it's a 4-down territory all the time, whether you're backed up or in-house. Now, I got to see Ida Bernstein touch this football, and you even got to throw it down here, so you might want to throw on early downs instead of forcing yourself on 4th down.
Second back through is Bernstein. She gets stretched down and did not quite get in. Bernstein got right down to the goal line. Amanda Dorsher there with the stop. Bernstein and her team knocking on the door, but now, Sean, they've got to throw.
And see, this is the part that I don't like. You come out now on 3rd and 4th, and you're at the foot line, Tommy. You want to be in a position to be able to quarterback sneak, whatever you want to do here. Now you can't do it. Well, you can't run between the lines. To give it to Ida Bernstein. Ida's 5'9", 155 pounds. But now you can't do it. So what do, Tommy? Maybe you screen. Maybe a screen down here, because that's basically a screen pass is just an extension of the run.
Absolutely.
The ball's not in the air very long, but now they're forced, as now Tampa's defense knows, no play action is going to scare them. They know you got to throw it.
You can't run it.
That's right.
You got to throw it.
Pressure them. I'd blitz Samantha Allen now, and that's exactly what they're doing, and look at the result.
Nowhere, absolutely nowhere to go.
On the 1-foot line, you ran it twice. Now, because of the every series, you got to throw it.
And we got a flag.
Before the play, false start, offense.
Decline that penalty if you're Tampa. You decline that. And it was before it was false start, so obviously the penalty is already enforced, but it still gives. Now, you know what, Tom? I'll be honest with you. That may be an advantage Baltimore. With their play calling, the first 2 plays, they ran it, right?
Right.
They got to throw it. And Tommy, with them having to throw it, now what this does, down there at the 1-foot line, you'd like to be able to give it to Ida Bernstein, but with the 5-yard penalty procedure, it creates more space on the field. So now, even though you lost 5 yards, now that you know you can't run it, at least you get space to see the field and use it to your advantage. Baltimore must convert after their embarrassing opening game. This is important against the number 1 team in the league.
Allen fades back, throws, and it's incomplete, just overthrown.
She had a wide receiver, slot receiver, wide open in the end zone. You got to play the game with your eyes open.
And we've got a break. We'll be right back. So 4th down now, and Baltimore in a little trouble. They've got to throw the football. And it looks like they're coming with pressure. They are. Has a little trouble, now throws, and it's thrown right to Ashley Lowe. Lowe's got it across the 10, out to about the 13 or 14-yard line. Interception, and Tampa's got it.
Ashley Lowe, former tennis player in college, Tommy. They called her Thunder because of that serve. Well, she played like Thunder tonight on that play. Tommy, you can't make trips to the red zone and not come away with points if you're a team that got beat 60-6 in the opener. That's 2 times now the quarterback and center that Samantha Allen's been stepped on. Forces a ball because they had to throw an interception. If I take you back to 3rd down, she had a slot receiver wide open in the end zone. So they beat themselves down there in the red zone. Play calling and the execution of it. Now you're giving a great team, after your first trip to the red zone, a chance with all this shifting by Yoel Murphy, their head coach, to try and confuse Baltimore.
That's Langston with it, runs around the right side. She's got a lot of room, runs for about 15 yards on that one. Ida Bernstein there with the stop. And how about Jennifer Langston? First play comes around the right side, first down.
Tommy, it amazes me when I watch this Tampa team, who's really, Denisha Crawford, their quarterback, is not a big threat throwing it. She can move, she can run, one of the really great leaders in this team, but the versatility. Yoel Murphy, their head coach, played with the St. Louis Rams when they were the greatest show on turf, and they'll do a lot of shifting and confusion for Baltimore.
Crawford throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Jennifer Langston.
Can't miss those. You cannot come out in a game and miss those. Get it up. And now see, that's smart play calling by Yoel Murphy's staff, because you're throwing the ball on early downs, because again, got to throw it twice in 4 downs. You can throw it all 4, but you got to throw it at least twice. Get him out of the way so on 4th down, when you like to run with Tiffany Powers, but Denisha Crawford must complete those easy throws early on.
Here is Powers, comes around the outside, tries to cut back, bangs off a couple tacklers. She's down near the 15-yard line. Nice run, about 6 yards for Tiffany Powers.
I love both these running backs big time in this game. Ida Bernstein for Baltimore, and Tiffany Powers is becoming one of my favorite players after watching her, Tommy. Great vision, as the good running backs do. There you see the rating in the first game. Didn't throw it down the field. Her 2010 stat, 7'11". Not a big arm, but her accuracy works, and her leadership puts her in position. But Tiffany Powers will be the key to this whole game for Tampa's offense.
Pass goes, Brandy Trowell's got it. Trowell cuts back inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. Brandeis Trowell, a wide receiver, 5'3", 125-pounder with the catch.
And now see,
they're rolling.
That's smart football, Tommy. Little screen, easy completion. You're down in the red zone. How are you going to capitalize, unlike Baltimore? But now, Denisha, get into a rhythm. Now you force those people to start squeezing you, then you can go over the top and see if she's got her accuracy throwing the ball down the field.
And here's the 4th down pass, and it's caught. That's enough for a first down near the goal line. And that's, is that State Simons? Yep, it is. That's who it is. That's for 12 yards right down to the goal line. 1st and goal now for Tampa.
Remember, Tommy, in the first game, we talked to this when we covered Tampa in their previous win last week. They spread the ball. You've already called 4 different people's names who've been involved catching the football or running the football.
Yeah.
They get everybody involved. Very, very smart play calling. Didn't need the play action to fool them, because if you did, then your defense not paying attention because you had to throw on that down. And here's Denisha Crawford.
Crawford comes around the right side, and she is in for the touchdown.
That's her strength, Tommy. Leading. Short pass accuracy, although she missed her opening pass. And that threat, here she is, quickly on the edge. Great job by the outside blockers. And when somebody beats you to the edge, just keep pushing and stay on it. Nice job by Tiffany Powers, continuing to block. Crawford gets it in the end zone. Too easy in the red zone. Baltimore, if they want to be respected in this league, must convert on offense and must turn right around, Tommy, and make something happen on the other side of the ball.
And they did convert the extra point, so it's 7-0, and now here we go. Baltimore with their second drive. Sam Allen, the quarterback, got some problems, turned the wrong way. Bernstein with it, comes around the left side, gets hit, and the ball came loose. We got a fumble. Tampa says they've got it. They've got it in their hands. Let's wait for the official signal. Adrian Purnell's got it. First down. How about that big turnover?
This is Friday Night Football.
SIW, self-inflicted wounds, Tommy. Not getting the snap properly, turning the wrong way. Maybe Crystal Gray, the former quarterback, needs to be on this team. Samantha Allen playing like a rookie, and there you see, coming right back out here for Tampa with red zone ball again. Field position kills Baltimore and helps Tampa.
Amanda Dorsher with that run. Got about 3 yards off the left side. So it's 2nd and 7.
Got to throw it 2 now out of these next 3 plays unless they get a first down. Got to throw it 2. Can throw it 4 if you want.
Right, throw it every play if you want to.
If that's what you want to do. But judging from some of the throws I've seen in this league, you don't want to do that.
Crawford will fade back, looking. Steps up, looking long, and it's just overthrown, intended for Amanda Dorsher.
Got a flag on the field, Tommy. Nice throw by Denisha. What Dorsher's got to do, instead of extend her arms while she's running, locate the ball, pump your arms, get to it, relocate the ball like a center fielder.
10-yard penalty.
Got a little pass interference and a push. Maybe that's the reason why the ball is incomplete. Little arm strength there from Denisha.
Yep.
Nice job. I love Denisha's leadership. The accuracy down the field must improve when you face teams, Tommy, in this league, like Philadelphia, which Tampa will later in the season. You got to do that. But Baltimore, that trip to the red zone down to the 1-foot line, come away with no points, and then field position, turning it right over on turnovers to give Tampa this ball down this close.
Give us to Julie Rolfe, who comes around the right side, and she's going nowhere. Maybe got a yard or two at most.
Love Yo Murphy, his offensive staff. They shift. We've called these names out so far. Gorman and Lowe on defense, but on offense we've called Dorsher. We've called Trowell. We've called the quarterback, Denisha Crawford.
Langston,
You've called Langston.
Steinmetz,
You've called
Powers,
Rolfe. You've called, everybody gets involved. Reminds you of those early 2000 Rams.
Around the left side, that's Tiffany Powers. She'll get inside the 5 down to about the 3, and they are playing well after the whistle. You always hear play to the whistle. They're doing it well after that whistle.
Well, you know
Sean.
what? I need to see that from Baltimore, Tommy. I know Coach Rick Reeder did a great job this offseason to try and piece this team together, but with the quarterback situation with Crystal Gray questioning the coaches, but she's got great work ethic. They cut her after the first game. They put in a rookie, Samantha Allen. There's a lot of ifs on this team.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you're going to get your butt handed to you, then do it playing hard and knocking somebody out. You got to be knocking people on their ass and playing, and they're getting pushed around for the first 2 games of the season.
Crawford starts to run. Now she's got some room. Runs out to the right side, and did they knock her out of bounds? Yes. Just shy of the goal line, Denisha Crawford got knocked out of bounds. And now looking over to see what the call is going to be. They've got to...
Gonna have to throw it, Tom.
Yep, they've got to throw the football, and they've got to do it now.
And now you're squeezed with that end zone right there. Remember, it's 4-down territory always. We only kick at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of half. Second half.
Fake a run, little throw into the end zone. Julie Rolfe right there, touchdown.
Tommy, here's what I did. Julie Rolfe, this is one of those weapons that we didn't know they had very well.
Exactly.
Julie getting into it now. We've been Tiffany Powers in the opening game when we saw Tampa last week for them. Great job of play action. Now, Tommy, wasn't this 3rd down and have to throw?
Have to throw.
Then why in the world is Baltimore respect and play action fake? If you have to throw, forget respect and play action and cover somebody. That is way too easy when you know the team's got to throw on 3rd down.
Give goes to Liz Gorman around the right side, and they hog-tie her and bring her down. And we got some pushing and shoving after the play's over.
I like that. Show me some attitude. Great job of defending. When it's on the 3, it's for 1 point. On the 5, it's for 2. Nice job by Baltimore playing defense. Maybe there's a little fire in it.
This is Friday Night Football.
Well, the problems continue for Baltimore. They can't convert in the red zone and then give it away, and it's 13-0 after the failed extra point attempt. And now Baltimore has got to get something going.
Something?
A lot.
Thank you.
Pitch goes to the left side. Bernstein with it. Oh, is she hit hard by Liz Gorman. Oh, what a shot. Let's listen in.
We didn't hear much, but I assure you there was a lot going on. Now, Liz Gorman, folks, that gal you're watching right there, number 1, Defensive Player of the Year in this league. Mama say knock you out, LL Cool J. She will hit you and let you know about it. Loves Ray Lewis.
Fading back. We got a flag down. Long throw down the field. It's caught. Brittany Tegler with it. A big gain on the play, but we've got a flag down. Let's see what that's all about.
Now, that's the read. We've seen that play twice now, Tommy, and converted both times. Maybe that's why Samantha Allen's the starter, and they got rid of their previous quarterback, Crystal Gray. But you can't have a movement penalty. You can't have a holding penalty. You can't fumble. You got those big plays, Tommy. Those are hard to come by. Stupid stuff is killing Rick Reeder's football team for Baltimore. And then all that does, Tommy, is deflate you.
Yeah.
We just made a huge play. We've already been shut down. We were inside the 1-foot line. We've made 2 big pass plays. And now we've put ourselves in this position. Field position, folks. Having to throw on 3rd and 4th down in this league with the must throw if you've run it twice on the first 2 downs. It's like in the NFL going 3rd and 28.
Yeah, there are not a lot of plays for 3rd and 28.
Thank you.
Here
Samantha Allen's proven she can throw it down the field.
2nd and 16, and they give it to Bernstein, and she's going nowhere. She may have gotten a yard, and she is gang tackled. Chantel Letts, among others, on that one. Bernstein's a good back, but what are you doing?
You got to block for her. She also in a won $5,000 in the old Regis and Kelly running in what 5-inch pumps down the.
Yep.
Running her 5'9" and fell at the finish line and won. But that may be Baltimore's only touchdown, right?
It could be.
But I love, Tommy, you know how I raved about her in a 60-6 loss?
Yeah.
She's still got to be bruised and touch that football at 5'9", $155. You want to win, throw her screens, do anything you can to put it in her hands.
Looking down the field, throws, and it is tipped and then picked up. Casey White with it after it got tipped. I didn't see who tipped it, but White right there with a good catch, and it's a big gain for Baltimore.
Huge gain being backed up. Nice job. Now, Samantha, look down the field. Quit looking at the pass rush. Staring at the pass rush and take some pride, Baltimore offensive line. Great job by Casey concentrating. She's also, she got another job, as most of these girls do, Tommy. Clinical affairs for a medical device company and playing this football. Nice concentration by Casey. But you got to protect your quarterback. And Samantha, as a quarterback in this league, look at the coverage. Don't look at the pass rush.
4th down now, 4th and 5, and Allen falls down. She fell down and tripped over her own feet, really, and that's incomplete, and now Tampa gets it again in great position.
That's 2 times now they've had the ball on that end of the field. You can't give Tampa this ball down there. It's like giving, you want to give the sprinter in the world a 20-yard head start on a 100-meter run?
Against you and me, especially, right?
Thank you, exactly. Well, he'd still catch us, though, Tommy. we would not catch him. But you can't give a great team, and this is the #1 ranked team preseason, and they did nothing last week to dispel that. Tampa is. You can't do this, Baltimore. Just can't. And Samantha Allen's having trouble keeping her feet dropping back.
There's Dorcher with it, comes around the left side, and she'll get a couple. Nice tackle, open field. Ashley Sorensen with that tackle. Got about 3 yards on the play, bring up 2nd and 7.
And that turf monster's getting that offense in Baltimore. They're tripping over their own feet and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And then Tampa comes back and just methodical. Hand it off, mix in a screen. And when you've got the ball, you got big players, you get a lot of people involved, which makes Baltimore have to defend the whole field, Tommy. When you're playing against an average team as an offense, you can defend half the field. Denisha Crawford getting them in the right play, and there's Tiffany Powers lined up in the eye.
Little pitch goes left side. Langston's got it, and that's going to be a loss of a couple. Again, great job defensively. Crystal Keys there on the stop. And it is now 3rd down and getting worse for Tampa.
Jennifer Langston getting involved. Nice job. I'm waiting for a team now. Set that up. Tommy, you know how many often we see that quick hitch screen?
Right.
That little smoke screen over there? I'm waiting for a team to pump fake that to one side and either have the slot receiver run up the sideline while they drive. See how Baltimore defended that?
Right.
Or pump that way and come back and throw a back across the field or to a post route coming across. Yo Murphy's got that in this system, I can guarantee it.
Run around the right side. That's Tiffany Powers. She's got a big hole inside the 10, down near the 5-yard line before she's brought down. And that's another 1st down for Tampa, and a big one right there. And we've got a timeout on the field. We'll be right back.
This is Friday Night Football.
Tampa in the lead, knocking at the door here. She'll fade back, steps up, throws into the corner of the end zone. Caught, great catch, Brandy Trow. What a terrific catch by Trow. And Tampa just continues to roll.
How good is that? That looked like, give me some Larry Fitzgerald from the Arizona Cardinals or Andre Johnson. Nice job by Denisha. Her passing game a little upgraded in this game. I like what I'm seeing. Nice job on the run, squaring her shoulders. And what a catch.
Oh, that's a terrific
what a
catch. And Crawford gets in for the extra point, and it is 20-0, and now we've got flags coming down.
When the line of ball up there, Tommy, with at the 3-yard line, it's for the 1-pointer, and the 5-yard line for the 2. We don't kick extra points. Made that point. But I think this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against Denisha Crawford. Throwing the football at a defensive opponent. You can't do that. I mean, it's one thing to be fired up, but come on now, control yourself. But what a great job. We've seen Julie Rolfe get involved early here, Tommy. Exactly. And then Brandis Trowell with the great catch in the back of the end zone. Where only she could get it or nobody could get it. Good job by Denisha Crawford.
So now the ball at midfield, and Allen has got all kinds of trouble. Here she comes around the right side, and she is hammered again. Liz Gorman. What a shot. Let's hear the wired up.
I heard that here, Tommy.
I did. I felt it over here.
2009 Defensive Player of the Year, and we have another penalty flag.
Holding offense,
Baltimore.
number 11.
Holy cow.
This is a minor league football team, Tom.
Repeat.
It is. I'm sorry to say it because I respect these girls. We've talked to them, and I know they love it, but Baltimore's minor league football. I'm sorry to tell you, right now the way they play and beat, we've seen, how many times have we seen the quarterback center and mix up in the backfield?
Yeah, turn
tripping
around,
over
nobody
turf.
there, or yeah.
And Sam's made some really good throws down the field, but they can't do the simple things right. They can't do the simple things right. There you see, made an interception early in this game, Ashley Lowe. She can play. We call out a lot of names, and you saw, again, Liz Gorman knocking somebody around, Tommy, the 2009 Defensive Player of the Year. And guess what? I think it's pretty obvious why. Scrapes and covers sideline to sideline.
Allen fades back, got some pressure, steps up, throws, and it's picked off again. It's Lowe again. She's out near midfield with 18.6 seconds left. Tampa gets it again.
Well, not only can she played tennis in college, had a thunder serve, that's her second interception tonight. She can also sing, so right now she's singing her own praises with her second interception. She sang the national anthem at high school game, Tommy, but making plays. And we didn't expect to call her name much, did we? It's been Liz Gorman. All these other names we're calling out, and guess what? Everybody's getting involved on both sides of the ball. Tampa's the most complete team when it comes to distribution on both sides of the ball.
People
get involved.
They got weapons,
yes,
absolutely.
they sure do.
Denisha Crawford with it. Little pitch. Nope. Now fades back. Looking long. She's got a receiver open, and it's overthrown, intended for Jennifer Langston. She had Langston there, but just couldn't quite connect.
You know, isn't it amazing? I'm watching Yo Murphy's team, the head coach at Tampa, Tommy. They do so much. Deception is what it's all about in football. Come out on first down, run a little flea flicker, hand, pitch back to the quarterback, counts as a pass, and they had it. At least Denisha's overthrown and not underthrown and caused interceptions. Nice chance. Got to make those plays, but with a 20-0 lead, you can take chances.
Catherine Matheny now comes in, the backup quarterback. She was 2 of 2 last week for 50 yards, and she's
Big
in
arm.
now.
Big arm here, Tommy. The better thrower of the two.
She'll fade back. Got some pressure. Rolls away from that. Now steps up, has that deflected and incomplete.
They really like her, Catherine Matheny. She came off the bench. She did a big arm, accurate arm. If there's ever any controversy, you can't question Denisha's leadership.
Right.
When you're winning like you're winning, she's made some good throws down the field, a great throw in the end zone, and she's controlling the things on offense. But they like Matheny at 5'3", $120, but she's got a big arm. Somebody's taught her well. If Tampa was losing, there may be some controversy, Tommy, at this position. But when you got a great leader, I can overcome arm strength for leadership. But this is a good backup and a good problem to have.
Matheny
looks like a player.
Fades back now, rolls out, looking long, looking down the field, and it is dropped. Tiffany Powers had it and dropped it.
You won't see that much.
That's the end of the half. 20-0. Tampa with the lead after one half of football. They look awfully good right now.
This is Friday night football.
We're better than this. We're way better than this.
Way better than this.
They blown their heads up. They're not even half good. Are we helping? No, because we're not playing our game. Second half, it's a new game. Treat it 0-0. Let's go.
I'm a big Coach Reeder fan, but you know what? Can't keep hearing Baltimore say they're not playing their game. They started out well. Nice job throwing the ball down the field. They get in the red zone at the 1-foot line. Penalties and an interception here. Lowe making the play with a great catch. Denisha Crawford now with field position. They've got the ball in their half the field 3 times. Capitalized every time. There's a play action on the throw. Third down. And then the confusion. Throwing balls up for grab. Baltimore got that one, got a little lucky, and here's a nice job by Denisha, throwing it in the back of the end zone for the catch and the touchdown to Trowell. And then another interception by Lowe, 2 in the first half. And then bring your backup in. Let's mix in a little pass. Had a chance at a huge play. Just dropped and underthrown. But everything working for Tampa and nothing for Baltimore, Tommy. It's awful for them in the first half.
The stats pretty much even. Fourth down conversions a little different. The key, those red zone finishes. And we'll take a break. Second half's coming up.
This is Friday night football.
Back here in Baltimore, we got a great crowd, a terrific, excited, but they aren't very happy about what they've seen in the first half. With Sean Salisbury, I'm Tom Dorr.
And a great football town, but Johnny Unitas isn't playing for the Baltimore Charm, folks. Nice job on the kickoff.
Oh, Tegler with the kick. Here comes Rolfe. She's going to try and bring it out. Look out now. She's across the 10, out near about the 13 or 14-yard line.
Gutsy play, get it out of there. Good kick, the low, hard line drive. Baltimore needs to force turnovers. They killed themselves with giving the ball up in their side of the field. Tampa will capitalize on that every time. And then you can't score when you're in the other red zone. You make trips to the red zone, you must score. And Tampa's done it time and time again. Tommy, you made that point on the stats. You can't turn it over or give the ball to the other team down there. Tampa with this in a 20-0 lead. Denisha Crawford, 5 of 7. Very efficient, not a lot of yards. But take a look at the touchdowns, Tommy. 3 TDs right off. She's run one in, thrown a couple. Got game going on right now. That's and the leadership for Denisha, one of the best in the league.
Crawford fakes the handoff, got a little pressure, gets away from that. Nice job stepping up in the pocket, and the pass is incomplete. Little too hard. Dorsher just couldn't quite hang on.
The man don't make that catch more often than not, Tommy. Hit her in a bad spot. The hands, no. Just kidding you. Tampa's so, they get so, I can't, Tommy, distribution, and this is the Manning, Breeze, Brady type thing. Denisha's finding all kinds of people because decoys don't exist in football. I hear people say, oh, I was a decoy on that route. Tampa doesn't believe it. The Rams didn't believe it when Yo Murphy was a wide receiver for them, and they don't believe it here. Everybody's involved in the pass play. Forget being a decoy. Everybody wants to get involved in Tampa.
Tiffany Powers comes along the left side. Oh, she got hit hard and stood up. Teresa Watson and Crystal Keys there on the stop.
Tommy, you know what's so fascinating about this? How well Tampa's playing. Well, not that they're playing well, but that with their domination of the game, Tiffany Powers' name hadn't been called much.
Right.
Haven't got her involved, and I think she's she's got the best vision of any running back in this league. And Tampa still, that shows you how many weapons. And on the other side, we're not getting much out of Ida Bernstein because they're not giving her the football.
Yeah.
And she's your best player.
Crawford rolls around the right side looking for Steinmetz, and she just can't hang on. It's incomplete.
Tampa, you heard Coach Reeder at halftime for Baltimore saying they're not playing great football. We're just giving it to them, basically. And Coach is right. And he's, Baltimore needs to play hard, but you got to capitalize on things like that. And Tampa really isn't, Tommy, even though we saw them last week put a butt whooping last week.
Right.
This week now, even though they're up 20-0, dropping passes. They're hitting you, but their best player, Tiffany Powers, isn't involved much in the game. They're still winning 20-0. Speaks for the depth and how good this football team can actually be. 4th down now, and we had some movement from the center, and they'll call it. Had the center kind of hunch a little bit. Great crowd here in Baltimore. Sticking by their team, great football team. There you see a legal procedure. 4th down. Tommy, they've had a couple drop balls. I think they got the option, to run and throw now. Yeah. They've thrown a couple times in this series already. I have a hunch, though, at 20-0, you're going to try to push the ball down the field a little bit or run one of those little short passes, try to get somebody in space, make a play. Right. But the field position, you know what? I have a lot of respect for both these teams, and I know Coach Reeder wants this so bad, but they're just outmatched right now, and they're beating themselves. Little motion goes to the near side. Crawford fades back. She's got some pressure. Runs away from that, in trouble. Heaves one up, and it's intercepted. Crystal Keys with it right there, and Baltimore will have it just outside their own 15-yard line. Now, if you played smart, Tommy, you know what you do there? Bat the ball down. 4th down. That doesn't hurt Tampa. It's like throwing it down the field. It's like a great punt. And we don't get to punt in this league. Now, Samantha Allen, 2 of 8, needs to get this going with 2 interceptions. But if you're thinking, and you're a thinking man or a woman's football player, bat that ball down. Give your team better field position. But they come up with the interception anyway. Allen looking deep, looking for Thompson, and it's knocked away. She got hit hard just as the ball came in. Pretty good defensive play. I like the play call. We've seen it now 3 times going down the field. If Samantha gets it out of her hand just a split second sooner and gets it down the field, got a home run for a touchdown. Those are the little things you got to do. You got to think your way through this and then get it out of your hand. Now, people are going to start to question, as a 2 for 9 at your quarterback, 2 and 9, to be 2 for 9. Yes, yep. I'm trying to get that out of my mouth. 2 for 9, 2 for 9, 2 for 9. Is it, do they need the veteran Crystal Gray back? Well, you cut her after this, this past week, and now she's moved on to San Diego, so Samantha Allen's got a big burden to carry. Casey White with a run. White across the 20, still going, out to about the 23 or 24-yard line.
Liz Gorman there on the stop, along with Adrian Purnell.
Now, see, Coach Reeder's team in Baltimore, now you've thrown on one, you've passed on one. Now you got an opportunity, thrown on one and run on one, Tommy.
Right.
You've got an opportunity now to just mix it in a little bit. Now you start to, okay, Tampa doesn't know what you're going to do, instead of being on 3rd and 4th where you have to throw it. And we still not getting a whole lot of Ida Bernstein talk, and I think she's their best football player. They're putting a lot of burden on Samantha Allen, this rookie quarterback, after cutting Crystal Gray. Interesting sidebar going on there. What will happen here as a 2-for-9 start for Samantha Allen?
They give it to White again, and she's got a first down and more into Tampa territory, down to about the 22 or 23-yard line. Casey White, pretty strong runner.
Yeah, you know what? She hasn't got a lot of carries, but when she's touched the football, Tommy, she's done something with it. And you're not out of this thing. The only reason Tampa's up 20-0 is because you gave it to them. You should have started this game off momentum at the 1-foot line if you're Baltimore with the lead.
Right. You scored that first possession.
Yes.
Who knows what happened?
That's exactly right. And now you got it on their territory. Capitalize now. Samantha, lead this team. You understand you've made some mistakes. Now get this thing going on for your football team.
Allen fades back, wants to throw, steps up. She's got some room. Now she's going to tuck and run, and oh, she hit hard. Amanda Dorsher and Adrian Purnell there on the stop.
Wow. Great tackling. Here you see Purnell.
Boom.
Nice hit, and then help from her friend Dorsher. What a start, and what the way Tampa's defense will knock you out.
We'll take a break and be right back.
This is Friday Night Football.
Well, they ran it on first down, and Allen really didn't get anything. Now they've almost got to throw it, right?
Yeah, and they attempted to throw it, but she ran because nobody was open. Smart job to pull it down, but what a great hit by Tampa's defense.
And we got a penalty flag down. She'll run around the right side and now run and maybe get a yard or so. But let's see what the penalty's all about. Liz Gorman on the stop.
There's a reason why in your first 2 games of the season.
Here's a mic'd up with Liz Gorman.
Liz is doing a lot of talking, but she's doing a lot of hitting.
Number 20, 5-yard penalty.
And she doesn't mind talking trash. There's the offside penalty on the defense, a little encroachment. Had a give throwaway play where you could have taken a big shot down the field and hoped for some kind of pass interference. But Tommy, 80-6 in the first game and a half Baltimore's played. 80 points they've given up, scored 6. They're getting shut out in this game. And you want to know why? Red zone, field position, penalties, turnovers. You say those things, you can't beat anybody.
Right. Allen fades back, quick throw, right side, Tegler's got it. She's going nowhere. A flying tackle came in from the right side.
Tommy, you see those gloves everybody's wearing. I want to make this point. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we saw it in the NFL, and you'll see it also here, the pink gloves by Cutter Gloves. They're the official glove of the Lingerie Football League, and what a great gesture, and all month long, cancer awareness for breast cancer, and what a great opportunity is to bring more awareness to that, Tommy.
That was a 3rd and 5 play that Casey White ran up the middle, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Nice job of play calling. This is one of the better series, mix and run and mix and pass. And again, I said, Tommy, those gloves by Cutter, and we got to make a point that they're the official glove of this league. But Tommy, what a great, all of us have been affected in some way, shape, or form by somebody affected by cancer.
Yep.
Susan G. Komen and that foundation and the awareness they're creating for these young ladies that are going through it. Go get a mammogram, but thank you to Cutters for supplying those pink gloves. And you're going to see it all over the Lingerie Football League and the NFL throughout the entire month. I like the play calling on this. Maybe a little bit of momentum and a little bit of confidence for Baltimore, Tommy, for the first time.
Pitch to the right side, White with it again, and she's going to fight forward and get 3 or 4 yards.
Where's Ida Bernstein, Tommy?
It's a good question.
That if you're Peyton Manning and you decide to put him somewhere else and don't get him involved, or if you got Adrian Peterson for the Vikings, you're not handing it to him. I like the way they're calling it, but why isn't your best football player touching it? I'm a little lost on that, but now you're down here in the red zone. Make your trip to the red zone count. Got to have points coming away and get that confidence going. Tommy, I've seen some things in Samantha Allen. That hitch screen we just saw a couple plays ago, she's made some good deep throws. I understand why Coach Reeder likes her.
Right.
Her percentage isn't high, but she's got flashes of brilliance. She's a rookie.
It's just not quite there yet.
Not there yet, but she also got to surround herself with some good players, too.
Allen with lots of pressure, didn't see that coming, and she's sacked. Amanda Dorsher with the sack. had a free run, and Allen had no chance.
You get that one blitz a series, and you know what? I'd use it every chance I get on that one blitz a series, because the confusion you create when you can make one person block two. There's not a whole lot of side adjusts and hot reads in this league, Tommy. They're not that advanced just yet.
Right. So now, 3rd and 12, and the problems just continue for Baltimore.
Yeah, now you know Tampa's gonna squeeze the field. It's Samantha Allen's got to make a play.
You got to throw it.
Yep.
Have to throw it. She'll fade back, look over the middle. It's a little pitch and catch going absolutely nowhere. Oh, she got away. Aaron Long got away and ended up with a couple yards. Julie Rolfe there on the stop, but Long with just kept those legs going and gets a couple yards out of what could have very easily been a loss on the play.
And, you mentioned Julie Rolfe on defense. She's made some plays on offense. She's a student at USF, and she was awarded the Alvin Casey Award, which is given to the best female golfer. So she played golf, flag football, tennis at her school when she was in Hillsborough County. So she's a solid ball striker, as they say in golf lingo, Tommy. Got to come away with points. They've had a trip to the red zone already, to the 1 foot line, Tommy, and didn't come away.
And they may be in trouble. They may have to call
How about
a
timeout?
Here. Yeah, play clock was about to expire. Baltimore driving when we come back.
This is Friday Night Football.
Baltimore needs a little magic here. It is 4th down and 10.
David Copperfield's not on their team. Sorry, Tommy.
Allen, quick throw to the right side, overthrown and incomplete. And Tampa will take over one more time.
Trips to the red zone, 2, 0 for 2. Tampa's been in the red zone, and guess what, Tommy? Converted every time.
They put points on the
points
board.
on every single time. And the coaching of Samantha Allen with a rookie quarterback, and a lot of quarterbacks in this league, to be able to take it to the next level, got to realize you got to look at the coverage, not your players. You can't be looking at, it's not your receiver that's going to dictate where you throw the ball, Tommy. It's going to be the defensive coverage. So you saw everybody shift and roll right. Because what Samantha do, as rookies do, and they do it in the NFL too, eyeballed your guy. You got to look away, and here's motion, which we don't see a lot of teams use. Tampa's just so good at so many different things.
Crawford now heaves one into coverage, and I think that fell incomplete. Intended for Langston. That was rather dangerous,
Yes,
Coach.
it was. But at 20-0, take your chances, Tommy. Why not?
And here comes Matheny. She's back in at quarterback. I don't think they like that throw.
Trying to get her some work. Is this a sign of the future?
Give to Powers, comes along the left side. We got a flag down, tries to cut back, and she's going nowhere.
You're going to get a holding call on Tampa, and even though they're up 20-0, Tommy, you're not going to be overly thrilled with Yo Murphy's team's performance. He's going to be, I like the way they do a lot of different things. Their execution hasn't been as good.
Blocking it back, number 10, offense. That penalty's declined, 3rd down.
Crystal Keys on the tackle.
I mean, they'll watch this tape, Tommy, and they'll say, hey, you know what, we won, and that's fine. But they can't beat Philadelphia playing like this.
And maybe not Miami
That's exactly
either.
right. So Baltimore, keep playing. Got 6 minutes to go, give some effort. But Tampa got Denisha Crawford back in the game. Got to play better if you're going to beat great teams, and Baltimore is far from that.
Looking for Trowell, and it's just overthrown. A well-thrown ball. Trowell just couldn't come up with it, and it's incomplete, and now it's 4th and 10.
Well, you know what? Denisha's actually answering some questions about arm strength, huh, Tommy?
Yeah, she
Even
sure
though she's
did there.
she's missed some throws, she's answering questions. I don't believe there's a quarterback controversy with Catherine Matheny, because what I want in this league is somebody who doesn't get me beat.
You want to win.
Smart.
I want to win.
And Denisha knows how to win. Like I said, I'll tell you what, there's a few teams in this league that would like to say, can we trade or get Catherine Matheny as our quarterback? Remember now,
that's a heck of a backup.
It sure is. Good to have. Good problem.
Crawford now fades back. Takes some time. Now she's in some trouble. Rolls out. Now in more trouble. And she is hit hard. Teresa Watson there. Crawford obviously had nowhere to throw it.
Throw it out of bounds.
Yep.
Don't take a loss. You know, we're talking about, well, this is LFL, not NFL. I don't care what league it is. They go out there to play. They get paid, and they're out there wanting to bust their butt. Think. Throw that ball out of bounds. If you're going to give the ball to the other team anyway, might as well throw it out of bounds and make them go further, because it isn't exactly like Baltimore's kicking anybody's butt in the red zone.
Right.
But now we talk about how important field position is. They've got, 15 yards or 10 yards to go where the ball? On the 11-yard line? 11 yards to score, Tommy. They've scored 6 points in their first 2 games and given up 80. I think it's time Baltimore grabbed some pride and made something happen.
This is Ida Bernstein with it. Bernstein with a cut back. Gets away from one. Here she goes. Fighting down. She's away from another. Down inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Where has she been?
I'll talk about that in a minute, Tommy, because I'm so frustrated I can't even think straight.
We'll take a break. Baltimore driving when we come back.
This is Friday Night Football.
I just went in and beat my head against the wall 14 times, which is 9 more carries than Ida Bernstein has in the game.
Right.
5 touches, and she's your best football player. She's got a PhD in physics, Tommy. We talked to her. She uses that in her game, and apparently those physics are working. Hand her the football.
It's loose on the ground, and let's see who got it. The football is loose. Tampa says they have it. And the officials unpile everybody who's down there. Liz Gorman's got it.
Make a call, officials, please.
Is it in the end zone or is it in the 1-yard line? It's in the end zone. Tampa gets it. Liz Gorman there again.
I told you I'd see flashes of brilliance from Samantha Allen. It's inexcusable for a quarterback-center exchange down here in the red zone. I think Samantha's going to be a good player in this league, Tommy. But you could use a veteran at times with Crystal Gray, and they've just killed themselves again. Controversy will surround Baltimore after this game again.
Give goes to Powers. Great upfield blocking. Powers cuts back, gets away from one tackle, gets away from another. Here she goes. Inside the 15 to the 10, inside the 5, down to about the 2-yard line. Big first down. Tiffany Powers just motors her way up the field.
While the Tank Pryor in Chicago is the most physical running back in this league, with Ida Bernstein probably second.
Right.
There's your most complete running back in this league. And the 2 most complete players in this league may very well be her, Tiffany Powers, and then on the other side of the ball, Liz Gorman. Man alive, what a weapon Tiff Powers is. Hasn't touched it much in this game, but that's okay. Let those legs get fresh, because guess what? They're going to need her down the stretch in this Eastern Conference.
They give it to Powers again, and she comes around the right side for a touchdown.
Love her game, Tom. You know that. I talk about you and I love her game.
Oh, yeah.
Her vision is as good as any running back I've seen in this league. While there's a lot of great players, that gal right there, and I promise you when we get late to December and January, she is going to be a factor. And you know what? When this season's over, I know MVPs come from quarterback positions and all that. She's going to have to be a candidate.
She can be in the team picture.
You're doggone right she can. Maybe in the front row, too, Tommy. She doesn't have to take a backseat to any player in this league, especially at that position. They're going for the 1-pointer here at the 3.
Giving it to Liz Gorman. Here she comes around the left side, and she just waltzes in for the extra point. And does a few push-ups afterwards.
Okay.
Little Liz Gorman wired up.
Okay, all right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You're going, Liz. She wants to collect, scoring on offense, but she wants to collect her back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year award as she won it in 2009.
Yep. She
And
got a shot.
She's not doing anything to take that away from her this year. Tampa's impressive, and they have not played a great football game. Baltimore has played an awful football game.
Yeah.
I can smell it from here.
Give us to Brittany Tegler, and she'll get maybe a yard on that one. And I tell you, Tampa, the thing that they do very well, they read the ball very well.
Well, that's what you're taught to do. There's not a whole lot of looking people off by quarterbacks in this league, Tommy. So why not do that? Follow the football, get to it, and have a bunch of people running around. And when they get to it, Tom, they don't miss a lot of tackles.
Allen fades back, throws it. It's caught. Casey White's got it across the 20, out to about the 23 or 24-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and a long yard.
We talked about this in their 60-6 loss to Philadelphia about Baltimore. We'll talk about it now in a 27-0 shutout. What kind of character you got, Baltimore? I'll find out a lot if I'm a coach who wants to show up and finish this game out.
Allen fades back again. Screen pass. It's caught. Nice catch by Sharon Bowen. Heck of a catch, a diving grab.
First time you called her name out in this game, Tommy, Sharon Bowen. Nice job getting your hands up. Catch it with your hands, and this is really nice. Samantha Allen, this is why I said I get flashes of brilliance. 5-step drop, set your feet, on time, no wasted motion, and great concentration. Catching it with your hands, not letting it get into your body. Great job by Samantha Allen with that nice rhythm throwing the football.
And they just continue to throw, and they catch another one. Steffi Thompson with that one down near the 15-yard line, and here they go.
Get your butt to the line of scrimmage. What are you lollygagging around for? How about some urgency? They should have started their 2-minute drill and the hurry-up offense at the beginning of the second half. Change the tempo of the game.
This is perfect.
Yes, do this from the start. You're getting your butt kicked at halftime. Why you waiting? Let's go.
She'll fade back again. Steps up, throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off yet again. And this has just been a show. That's Chantel Letts with the interception there.
She's a Dow Joneser, is Samantha Allen.
This is Friday Night Football.
We're back in Seattle next week as Danica Brace and her Seattle Miss host the Chicago Bliss and Heather Furr in a game that'll surely have some playoff implications. Have feelings Chicago's Tank Pryor may be a factor in that one as well. Little cutback. Should get across the 15 out to close to the 20, maybe the 21-yard line.
Catherine Matheny, the backup in the game. Denisha Crawford, great job of being a leader and making some good things happen tonight. And look at Tampa's lining up and wanting to play fast too, even though they want to get their people some work. And what I meant by Dow Joneser for Samantha Allen, Tommy, is that she's great when she's great, but boy, oh boy, she fluctuates and can be awful too. I'd like to have some time to work with her as a quarterback. I really would, Tommy, because I think there's some flashes of brilliance. We see the play there, and you do not want this girl hurt. Oh, it's a wardrobe malfunction.
Yep, little problem with the wardrobe.
You got a problem with that? Why do they call it? There's something wrong. Why do they call it a wardrobe problem? I don't see the problem.
We have a penalty flag.
10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Just another penalty. Tommy 0 for 4 in this game. Trips to the red zone for Baltimore. Tampa's 5 for 5.
Yeah.
That's the only stat you need to know.
You're never going to win.
Turnovers. You go to the red zone 4 times, you can't score. Baltimore gets in there, or Tampa gets in there 5 times and scores every time. You got problems if you're Baltimore.
You're going to get hammered.
That's exactly right. So I like the tempo that we've seen by Tampa. Baltimore's got a lot to do, and I'd like to see somebody continue to work with Samantha Allen because I think there's potential there for Baltimore's future.
Liz Gorman back there. Instead, it's a give to Langston. Comes around the right side. Cuts back. She's inside the 10. Falls forward to about the 9-yard line. That's yet another first down, trying to fight for the football, but the officials say she was down.
Nice effort. Tampa's still playing hard at the end. Baltimore's still a little feisty, and I would be too if I'd given up 27 in this game and 60 in the other game. And Tommy, we talk about, got to get better, and you hear Coach saying we can play better, but bottom line is they're getting their butt handed to them, and it's been embarrassing for 2 straight games for Baltimore.
Matheny looking deep, the pass deflected and caught. Dorsher there for the touchdown, deflected and caught. That's a heck of a grab.
When you're living right, things go good. And what is it? Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. I guess Tampa knows what they're doing. Nice job by Matheny, finding the open receiver, and then closing out.
The old tip drill.
Yep. The difference between Baltimore and Tampa also, aside from better players on Tampa, is that they are more focused and concentration doing the little things better.
Gorman comes around the right side. Oh, and she gets thrown into that sideboard. Let's listen to that one.
Where's my lock on that? Where's my bonus?
Asking some questions. Even up 33-0, they're still talking.
Well, there's a reason why that she's the best defensive player in the league, getting a little love on offense. They don't accept mediocrity in Tampa. They just don't. Baltimore's got a lot to learn. Halfway through the season, they're in trouble.
Samantha Allen fades back. She's in trouble. Rolfe is after her, and they will make the stop right there, and that's a loss of a couple. Julie Rolfe, they had a little help, but that's a quarterback sack with 36 seconds left.
Tom, who's the most complete team we've seen so far? Would you say Tampa is?
I don't know Tampa or Philly.
Yeah, you and I both.
Philly's terrific.
It seems to me the East is a little bit better as far as top-heavy than the West right now.
And Allen hammered. Amanda Dorsher there with the stop. And Tampa right now is just taking turns taking shots at Allen.
New York Giants, Chicago Bears.
Yeah, exactly. That looks like Cutler going back before anybody was there.
Eyes is big. Deer in the headlights look. It's ugly and bruising for this poor Baltimore team.
And this could be the last play of the game. And she's sacked yet again. This does look like the Giants and Bears.
Jake, down goes Cutler. You know, we laugh and joke about it. Baltimore isn't going to be happy. We've heard Coach Reeder a couple half times this year. Another penalty by Baltimore. Penalties, turnovers, 0 for 4 in the red zone, interceptions, fumbles. play calling at times, putting yourself in a bind, but I don't know if this is coaches tonight. They're doing a lot of the little things bad. I don't know about this, but the execution, Tommy, coaches and players aren't on the same page in Baltimore right now.
And that'll
something's got to
do
get
it.
fixed.
After the penalty, the clock will start. It has. The game is over, and Tampa wins this 33-0. Sean, this was a great performance from neither team. Tampa wasn't bad. Baltimore was.
93 points they've given up in 2 games and scored 6. And there you see going and giving the Baltimore fans some love in Baltimore. Love the fans. I'm not going to quit on Baltimore yet, Tommy. There's some flashes, but this is just not a great football team. And look at the final down there.
That's it. That's the bottom one. Is the only stat you need.
Well, look at the rest. Rushing yards, but total yards not a big difference. First downs not a big difference. Comes down to trips to the red zone, getting it done, and turnovers.
All right, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good night. See you in Seattle.
Yo.